Welcome to Thoughts Roundup. Been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of preaching, and just a lot of distance. But I preached in Columbia, South Carolina, which that's not but about an hour and a half from home. And I got a chance to come on back home and stay in my house and sleep in my bed. But I wanted to get in touch and say something to everybody and just say I appreciate all your good compliments as I go from church to church. I'm shocked at how many people are listening. You know, I don't know about the count, but if everybody that says they're listening is listening, the count is way below. But anyway, or is a lot higher is what I mean. I was reading about a man in New York that died. I believe he was at 97 years old. Lived very frugally. He stayed in one back room, and he didn't spend very much on the place. It was kind of a semi-helpful situation. Somebody else was picking up the tab, apparently. And he stayed back there in that back room all the years. And when he finally died, they went back and they found all kinds of money, gold, and silver. He just spent just a little bit for food. Not much. And no new clothes. Didn't get out hardly at all. But yet, he had all the money that could have made him happy if he had not had the problem that he had mentally. And of course, you know where I'm going with this. We have stories like this all the time. We see people that could be living so wonderfully in God and could be so happy. But the truth of it is, they bypassed, they turned down the unsearchable riches of Christ and just won't accept it, just won't have it. And they put their ideas in other directions that have no eternal value whatsoever. And it makes you sad. It makes you sad. They live right up to time and don't do anything at all about their soul salvation. You know, that don't make sense. It just does not make sense. People wait for the 11th hour to get saved, which they could have had of all the blessings of being saved behind them. They wait till the 11th hour, but they die at 10:30. They don't make it till the 11th hour. And finally, it seems as though people get to the place to where God is just not in their thoughts. And somehow or another they think it's going to be all right. It's not going to, just because Jesus came and died and made all this available, don't mean that you're going to have eternal life just because of it. You have to avail yourself. You have to come to the place to say, I got to get it right. God's not going to force anybody to live for him. He's just not going to do it. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, I'll give you rest. But you got to come unto him. I have to come unto him. How often would I have gathered you together as a hen gathereth her brood? But we don't. So I'm going to say, everybody needs to read and obey the 2nd chapter of the book of Acts and the 38th verse. And obey it. And since it is so important and so valuable, do everything you can to keep it. If we'll just put everything into living for God, it don't matter what kind of car you drive, it don't matter what kind of house you have, as long as you pay your tithes and give offerings and walk in the light as he is in the light, and not go after the world and the ways of the world. Well, say, how do I do that all the time? Well, I tell you what I found out, if you do anything wrong, ask the Lord to forgive you. If we ask the Lord to forgive us and keep our slate clean, that's the most important thing in all the world. God bless you.